The French President Emmanuel Macron arrived in Hanoi late Sunday, the first stop of a 6-day trip that will take in Indonesia and Singapore. Macron will focus attention on strengthening cooperation in strategic sectors such as energy, transport, and defense while in Hanoi, according to an aide. The French president also hopes to sell to Hanoi his offer of a third way between Washington and Beijing. A senior French diplomatic official told AFP news agency that Vietnam is really on the front line of all the tensions that are growing in the South China Sea. Hanoi shares Washington's concerns about Beijing's increasing assertiveness in the contested South China Sea, but it also has close economic ties with China. Vietnam has also been threatened with a hefty 46% tariff by US President Donald Trump as part of his global trade blitz. Macron's Indo-Pacific strategy, which proposes a third way to the countries of the region, has regained relevance due to Trump's trade war, according to the aide. He said the president is defending the idea of international trade rules. We don't want a jungle where the law of the strongest prevails. On Monday, France and Vietnam signed multiple deals under Macron's witnesses. These deals include buying 20 Airbus planes, cooperation on nuclear energy and railways, Airbus Earth observation satellites. The French president and Vietnam president also have a press conference, in which Macron reiterated France's support of freedom of navigation, an issue dear to Vietnam as it often clashes with Beijing over contested boundaries in the South China Sea. Macron added the partnership with Vietnam entails a reinforced defense cooperation, citing signing of multiple projects on defense and space. Vietnam's President Lương Cường said the defense partnership involved sharing of information on strategic matters and stronger cooperation in the defense industry, cybersecurity, and anti-terrorism. The deal with European plane maker Airbus followed urging by European officials in recent weeks for Vietnam to be careful in concessions made to the White House. Two officials based in Vietnam with knowledge of the discussion had told Reuters, referring to concerns on Airbus. Airbus is the main supplier of jets to Vietnam, contributing 86% of its fleet. A separate agreement with Airbus Defense was also signed during the visit of Macron for cooperation with Vietnam on Earth observation satellites. Airbus has long been in talks with Hanoi for the replacement of Vietnam's Earth observation satellite, built by Airbus' predecessor EADS and launched in 2013. With an economy heavily dependent on US exports, Vietnam has signaled the possible purchase of at least 250 Boeing planes by flag carrier Vietnam Airlines and rival Vietjet. Officials of both nations have said such deals would help cut its huge trade surplus with the United States and possibly appease Trump. However, one of the European Union said that in talks with the United States, Vietnam should make sure not to make decisions at the expense of European interests. Vietnamese leaders have been advised that such steps could jeopardize close ties with the EU, which has a free trade deal with Vietnam and is a major buyer for its goods, they added.